First at 4, President Donald Trump is coming back to Florida, stopping in the Villages for his first public appearance outside the White House in nearly a week. And security will be top priority after Saturday's shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. It was the third alleged attempt on the president's life.
And now all eyes will be on the Villages Charter School, where the president will be tomorrow. WESH Justin Shecker live outside the school in Middleton. Justin, security preps are happening now.
They are, and there will be several road closures and detours around the school campus tomorrow. Guests, when the doors open at noon, they'll have to go through airport-style security screenings. Now, we know the Villages is a well-known retirement community, but we met some high school students who are very excited to see the commander-in-chief. As the community of Middleton gets ready to host President Trump, security preparations continued Thursday at the Villages Charter High School.
There's been a bunch of police walking around the school, checking it out, being on different buildings.
A Sumter County Sheriff's Office command post is already on site. Crews were also seen setting up concrete barriers.
It's been pretty cool. You know, not everyone gets to experience having the President of the United States of America come to your school.
Senior James Calabrese says he hopes the president won't just speak about issues impacting the many seniors who live in the Villages.
Not just talking to the older crowd, you know, a lot of kids out here too. I mean, we got this amazing school out here. There's a lot of young voters that are going to be supportive.
Organizers from the Democrat Club of the Villages decided to hold their rally Friday morning at this roundabout at Marsh Bend Trail. It's about a mile away from the high school, and I'm told Democrats from as far south as Miami plan to be here to protest the president's visit.
This is one of the fastest events we put together. We only had 2 days to pull the whole thing together.
While the Villages is known as a hotbed for MAGA supporters, Rally Committee Chair Lorraine Donnellan says
there are many, many people who are Democrats, independents, unhappy Republicans, you name it, who are not in favor of Trump's policies, his actions, his behavior, his broken promises.
Aubrey Jewett is a UCF political science professor. He says he suspects the president may touch on the big political headline in Florida this week, the redrawing of the state's congressional maps.
Again, some polls have shown the majority of Floridians are not so keen on this midterm redistricting and the gerrymandering and such. But if you're trying to fire up the Republican base, that's sort of a red meat issue.
And Professor Jewett told me he expects the president to focus on domestic issues that matter to seniors, such as Social Security and the temporary $6,000 tax deduction for seniors in the One Big Beautiful Bill. Jesse?
Now, Justin, as officials are getting ready there was another situation in South Florida today, right?
That's right, Jesse. After his stop here in the Villages, the president is headed to an event in West Palm Beach. Now, this afternoon during security sweeps, officials say they found a suspicious truck. It was found not too far from the Kravis Center where the president will be speaking tomorrow night. Now, police say they found an unattended rental truck and they searched it out of an abundance of caution, and that renter has been located. We're also told the West Palm Beach Police Bomb Squad is assisting with that investigation. Back to you.
All right, Justin Shecker live for us. Justin, thank you.